What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the TWAB this week. I was a little bit late before, but we're going to get this done now. I want to try to get it done as quick as possible, so I'll stop when I need to, and let's get this going. This week at Bungie 5/26/2022, before we begin today's TWAB, we want to acknowledge the horrific events in Uvalde, Texas earlier this week. We are all shocked and saddened by this unprovoked madness, and our hearts go out to the victims and their families. It's our hope that games and supportive communities can provide respite, and we encourage everyone to prioritize their own mental health needs right now. Whether that means taking comfort from your hobbies or taking a break to focus on yourself and your loved ones, take care of one another. Finally, we also wanted to provide some resources to help with mental health. NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Health, provides education, support, advocacy, and public awareness so that all individuals and families affected by mental illness can live fulfilling, healthy lives. NAMI believes that our culture believes that sexual identity, values, race, and language all affect how we perceive and experience mental health conditions. For members of our community who identify with an underrepresented group, they can find cultural specific resources here in JED. The JED Foundation protects emotional health and prevent suicide for teens and young adults, giving them the skills and support they need to thrive. If you are in need of resources to either care for your own mental health or support a friend or family member in need, we encourage you to check out the valuable information provided on their site. This week at Bungie, we geared up and set out to answer the ultimate question. The question that matters more than anything else: is the moon haunted? Well, that's for you to decide. But while you're knocking that around in your noggin, we've got some exciting things to share for Season of the Haunted, including preparing for the new dungeon that drops on Friday, brand new activities, and even more surprises to uncover. We know the wait was tough, but the team here could not be more excited. Sure, we've got the meme behind the new name, but this season also houses a deeper look into the minds of some of our favorite characters, while also challenging Guardians to find their courage once more and persevere no matter what, especially when facing down twisted nightmares of the past. So what are we showing off today? Well, how about we start with a second look at the trailer you've all been so patiently waiting for, and then dig in more of some of the gear of the season, a breakdown on how to get the Solar 3.0 fragments, shiny new ornaments inspired by their subclass upgrade, and even a little wrap surprise from one of our community members. So we are going to take this. Look at that. Aw, adorable. Excited? Yeah, me too. Let's dive in, shall we? Season of the Hype, we mean Haunted. Season of the Haunted, it's finally here. But before we dive in head first, let's all just take a second look and a deep breath. Oh my god, the new trailer dropped earlier than originally intended. But still, just in case you missed it, and the newest Vidoc about Season of the Haunted, we did watch that, and we did watch these. In addition to the new Crucible map and Rift's return with the Iron Banner rework, which you can read all about here, Season of the Haunted comes with even more adventures to dive recklessly into. Callus is back in the spotlight as the Leviathan returns and begins to wreak all sorts of havoc in the most devious of ways. We'll get to buddy up with Eris Morn to stop Callus in his quest to connect with the Witness. You remember the Witness, right? The big bad, and even had Savathun running scared. Yeah, the Witness is still making its mission to become everyone's problem, which means we've got to work fast to get these answers, to seek to uncover the sinister reality that lurks beneath the surface. I wonder if we're actually going to kill Callus this season. That'd be cool. I want to actually see what he looks like, because, to be fair, we've never really seen Callus in the flesh. We've only seen Callus's robots, and we've heard Callus, so I want to know what he actually looks like. He probably doesn't look like what we think he does. Season of the Haunted dives deep into the philosophy of what it means to be the identity, or the duality of existence. Are you ready? Because it's about to get intense. With the new season comes new activities. As well, let's start with the weekly missions. Sever challenges a team up to 3 Guardians to navigate the steady underbelly of the derelict Leviathan to battle it out against hordes of foes to find and sever Callus's power. His connection to the nightmares that he can control is strong. Sure, but we're stronger. At least we hope so. The second activity is called Nightmare Containment. This is a free-to-play public event aboard the derelict of Leviathan that is designed to be just as chaotic as it is fun. Take on intense battles against Cabal and Scorn and dive a little deeper into the nightmare reflection of our world. The team is excited about how this activity will play out through the Season of the Haunted. Nightmare Containment is specifically designed to be always worth the player's time because it scales depending on the number of Guardians participating. More Guardians, faster boss burns, and even more potential loot. Sorry for Java. By now, most of you have discovered the Scythe, the relic that makes taking on Season of the Haunted Sever missions and Nightmare Containment activity even more impressive. If you couldn't tell, heavy metal music and the idea behind becoming a damage-dealing Reaper were both heavy influences of the season, and the Scythe very much reflects that. So how does it work? So you may already know, Guardians are going head-to-head against some impressively intimidating nightmares, so this heavy swinging beauty comes in handy with its flaming projectiles that can be launched at any foe. Use the Scythe to fire those fiery fireballs to prime enemies for that delectable 1-2 punch move that is designed to go in and cause a particular stylish form of mayhem. Rip and shred both through enemies and throw those horns up. It doesn't get more metal than that. Haven't had a chance to check it out yet? This is how the Scythe works. Light attack, a horizontal slice that launches out a wide solar projectile, 4-hit combo. Hitting enemies with a light attack projectile scorches them, 30 plus 20 stack, and deals damage. The light attack also does melee damage to nearby targets when the player swings. Air attack launches out a single solar projectile with a cool spinning slash. Same projectile as light attack, just with more aerial flair. Heavy attack, slam the Scythe into the ground and send out a fan-shaped group of AoE flame damage. Hitting enemies with the heavy attack scorches them 40 plus 50 or 50 plus 40 stacks and deals damage. Scythe perk. When you defeat enemies with the Scythe, you spawn orbs of healing solar light and float back to you and grant restoration plus 2. Okay, new dungeon. Who dis? A new dungeon has arrived, and yes, it's definitely put a spin on existential crisis. Normally, this is where we reveal all sorts of new information for the TWAB readers out there, but in spite of this hearing, we want you to experience it for the first time and feeling of discovery. Believe us when you say that we couldn't be more jazzed up to hear your thoughts. Also, don't worry, the wait won't be long. The new dungeon goes live tomorrow, May 27th at 10 a.m. Pacific. That's 12 Central, I believe. So I'm really ready. I got a fire team ready, and we're going to get it going. A quick rundown of hauntingly fresh new gear. With every season also comes new ways to show off that customized Guardian style, and Haunted is no different. From a haunted aesthetic to getting in touch with your inner Eris Morn, here's a closer look at some of the different looks you can make on your own. Can we also just take a second to appreciate the Nightmare seasonal armor ornaments, because wow, yeah, that looks incredible. I love that. The season pass also includes a new seasonal ornament for Trespasser, new shaders, emotes, and more to unlock simply by playing Destiny 2, as shown off in our official reveal earlier this week. Here's just a small recap of some of those rewards. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Delicious. Solar 3.0 fragment details and new solar hold on. Okay, Solar 3.0 fragment details and new solar armor ornaments. Just like Void 3.0, aspects and fragments will be your best friend when exploring unique new playstyles. Perfecting existing combat choices or just going ham on a new iteration of a subclass that maybe hasn't fit your niche in the past. The choice to dive all in on that fiery action is yours, but, and we may be biased here, Solar 3.0 is pretty darn nifty, so we hope you check it out. Plus, you can quite literally fight fire with fire. Who doesn't want to do that? So there you go. By now, many Guardians have already started diving into what Solar 3.0 means for the new combat possibilities, just like Void 3.0. Solar's revamp can be done through Ikora in the tower before meditating at the kiosk near to lock in the newly acquired disciplines. You may not have noticed that there are a few select fragments are locked. Don't worry, it wasn't Telesto this time. This is actually intentional. Since we're a one team, one fight type of bunch, there are 4 fragments that can be unlocked via the community working together. How? Glad you asked, dear reader. This was confusing me because there was like 4 that were locked and I wanted to know how you get them. So Guardians can unlock additional fragments for Solar 3.0 by completing a number of nightmare containments. Each Guardian that fights the good fight will count as a completion, so having a full fire team that is focused on the objective will benefit groups greatly. Basically double the progression for a team of 6 versus, say, a team of 3. The goal is to hit 20 million completions as a community. When we hit that goal, those 4 Solar 3.0 fragments will be unlocked and ready to pick up from Ikora. That being said, there is one thing to note about the fragments. There is some confusion about the launch of Season of the Haunted, and we wanted to complete and explain what happened and what is intentional. The 4 locked fragments were always intended for this particular community-driven initiative, but there was a small hiccup on day 1. To clarify this, the 4 fragments that will unlock after the above community effort are Ember of Empyrean, of Char, of Ashes, of Wonder. However, some players reportedly were able to receive some of these earlier. This is connected to something the team found in their investigation that allows early access for veteran players who have previously built into the Solar subclasses, whereas newly created Guardians still have these locked. This has caused some players to unlock at Ember of Ashes and Embers of Wonder, which I have, which are intended to be unlocked or be locked. Also, some players were unable to acquire fragments that should have been unlocked for everyone at the start of Season of the Haunted. those players were not able to receive 2 fragments, which we are meant to be available on day 1, called Ember of Eruption and Ember of Searing. The team has made the decision that they don't want to remove any fragments from people who have unlocked them, and the goal is for all 6 fragments to unlock when we hit the community goal mentioned above. We're sure it'll happen in no time. Fire can't be tamed, and apparently that is also true in Destiny 2. So what does this mean for players now? For now, we encourage players who have unlocked fragments to play around with them and experiment with different playstyles. For everyone else, we're getting closer to reaching the unlock goal. We hope you enjoy the new season until then. I actually like that solution because I didn't want them to take away some of my fragments that I unlocked or I had. But, like, yeah, there's still some that are still locked. I understand that. So I'm glad to see that they're not taking it away from us. They're just keeping it like that. It's going to be, and we're going to get them eventually. It's almost like some classes get different things, and I think that's kind of cool. For ornaments, these need no introduction. Just take a moment to feast your eyes on the latest fashion trend. To hit the tower, the players will be able to scoop up from tests at Eververse. Eververse. I'm not a huge fan of how the Warlock looks. It looks alright. I do like the sword on there. I'm not going to pick any of these up. I would actually pick up the Hunter, so we might actually pick that up. And of course, a garden should always arrive in style from these Eververse with these Eververse options, which can also be found in a bundle for anyone looking to have it all. So we got the Sparrow, there's the ship, Iron Banner Shenanigans. In case you missed it, we previously shared a ton of news about Iron Banner and explained some of the reasoning behind its most recent evolution. If you missed that memo, you should mosey on over to our previous breakdown right here to learn about the specifics. But the gist is that we want to make Valis Forge's competitive event feel more like, well, an event. Because of that, we're amping up the ante and moving the event frequency to twice a season, May 31st and July 12th. Oh, wait. Okay, never mind. To spread the might of Iron Wolves, Valis Forge will now be front and center in Eva Levante's usual spot. I like that. We're also disabling power levels, so that sweet gear you've been holding onto, you can go ahead and dust those off. Iron Banner also comes bearing a new PvP map alongside Rift. The new map called Disjunction will be available for all modes. Though Rift is just for Iron Banner until Season 18, we think you'll really enjoy this new area, and not just for the intended design that allows for more ways to strategize. Not only does it continue the Throne World theme, but is also one of the largest maps we've ever had in PvP. It'll be a good time, but we'll also be keeping our eyes peeled for any feedback you have for us. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. You know us, we're always down for a good charity initiative, and we've even more gameplay goodness that you want to miss. From 9 a.m. PT on June 3rd to June 10th, there will be a shiny new gaming marathon stream for St. June's Hospital during our GCX celebration. Interested? Good. You can join in on the streaming madness right here during the official GCX stream. Some sweet prizes are on the horizon for those who want to chip in and do a little good. For those wanting a little added flair, a $20 donation will land you the Spectra C emblem. A $60 donation will land you the elusive, I don't know, dude, Euclidean Theorem emblem. The best part, all proceeds go to help St. Jude in this mission to give children and their families hope and strength through trying medical times. Whoa. We hope you stop on during the latest GCX celebration. Enjoy the event. Very nice emblems. So if you're looking to do it, go for it. Player support report. We are haunted by leaks. Once again, our immensely talented and wonderful player support team is coming in hot with new info about some issues that the team is looking at in the immediate future. We all know the drill. Let's get right into it. This is the report. Okay. Next Tuesday, May 31st, Destiny 2 Hotfix 4.1.0.1 will be released. View our Destiny server and update status page for maintenance times as well as the timeline below. There's the timeline. I'm not going to go too into that. Dungeon Crash Workaround. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. PDT, our newest dungeon will go live. During testing, we discovered an issue where players who had set their sound effects SFX to 0 would crash in the activity. To ensure this doesn't happen, players should set their SFX to at least 1 or above until we can hotfix this issue next Tuesday. Guardian Games Emblem Distribution. The Guardian Games Emblem Glory's Claim will be distributed next week to the top 10% of players who participated in the event. I should be getting that emblem, so I'm looking forward to that. Known issues. While we continue investigating various known issues, here's a list of the latest issues that are reported to us in our help forum. I'm not going to go into this. We're just going to keep going. Lights, Camera, Minecraft. And here are the movies of the week. I'm not going to go too into it. Looks like they're building a Last Wish. That's awesome. Now we got another bonus of the week. We're gonna keep going. Artist of the week. Very nice. Very low key. I actually really like that. That's a very clean looking one. Okay, it has sensitive content. We're not gonna click it just in case. Oh, look, some news here too. We love a good emblem just as much as the next Guardian game, so we have a few new unique ones to share. Those Guardians that are bursting with creative energy. Check out the 2 new emblems for Art of the Week and Movie of the Week below. Those are very nice. I actually want to try to get one of those. We'll see. Want a shot to earn one of the new emblems? Don't forget to tag us in your art and video creations with Destiny 2 art and Art of the Week and Movie of the Week for a chance to be featured and don a new player profile look. And can I pet that dog? If you find yourself moseying over to Tess at the Eververse store, you may have noticed an adorable new emote that actually lets you pet the dog. For that reason alone, it's an awesome grab, but what makes this deal even sweeter is that the particular emote offers in terms of putting out a little good out into the world. Here to talk about the latest charity initiative is Bungie Foundation's Christine Edwards. Season 17 kicks off with a heartwarming in-game opportunity for Guardians to further the Bungie Foundation's mission of supporting children's health and well-being by purchasing the Loyal Companion emote from the Eververse. Not only do players get an adorable canine companion to interact with in the form of a cute new emote, but 100% of proceeds will also be donated to the Bungie Foundation. As we head into Bungie Day, in just over a month, you'll be hearing far more about the origin story of this adorable emote, but for today, we'll just give you a bit of a teaser. So we're going to watch this. Petting the dog. It's having trouble loading. It is also storming, so storming at my house. Is there more? I'm lost. I don't know what I'm watching, dude. There's nothing else. Okay. The Loyal Companion just isn't any dog. It's a real-life Belgian Malinois named Artemis and the best friend of a very special guardian whose story we'll share with you in the coming weeks. His story of resilience, recovery, and triumph only made possible by the Destiny community and his dog Artemis. We can't wait to share this heartfelt story with you on Bungie Day, but until then, we hope you all get a loyal companion of your own so that we can continue to help our other guardians in need. Guardian Games Cup Shenanigans, we're just going to keep going. I don't care. I don't think it's that important. The real life thing, it's cool. Guardian Games Cup winner, we're going to just go into these. So Andy Edition. Warlock winner, Icarus Bangers and Dash, led by Fallout Plays. Very cool. Titan winner, Punchy Boys, led by Butters. And Hunter winner, Bulletproof, led by Zoe. And these are the cups. We're just going to keep going. And before we let you go, we've got some exciting things coming down the pipeline, including Solstice of Heroes, now simply called Solstice, dropping in July alongside our annual Bungie Day celebration. We'll have more details on both of those events in the near future, but for now, we've got some existential dread to conquer and some nightmares to face. We've been loving all the feedback and excitement you've been sharing. It's been great to see Guardians worldwide severing the nightmares and facing the next step of the Destiny 2 journey. From cosmic horror to the duality of the human experience, our grief, our individual trials and tribulations, our hope. These are heavy themes that we wanted to provide a heads up on, but each thematic thread weaves into a beautiful story, and we can't wait to watch you all experience as the tale unfolds. We're just getting started, so hold on to your butts, Guardians. It's going to be one heck of a ride while you dive all in. Just a friendly reminder to drink your water, take your vitamins, and put the kindest foot forward. We've got some nightmares to confront. I should go, hippie. Okay. So that is the TWAB this week. Pretty low-key. Kind of just clarified a lot of the things, like kind of explained the season, which I really like. And I'm glad we got more clarification on that emblem and some dungeon stuff, because I'm looking forward to the dungeon and the emblem. So hopefully we'll get those soon. Well, obviously we're getting the dungeon tomorrow. And we will be streaming us going for the completion tomorrow, me and my boys, over and when it drops. So about 12 Central Time. But until then, I gotta go. I'll catch you in the next one.